G'day guys, how you going? Aussie Crasher here. It is that time of year again. I have a floor covered in gear and it is packing time. So I'm going to run you through why I race in what I race in and why I don't use the hockey equivalent. So let's go. So guys, the most important one is obviously the bucky. I don't run a hockey helmet. You can run a hockey helmet. It does have to be full cage though. I did that my first season, and even if you take a hit to the face on the face cage, you kind of knock your jaw and it can give you a bit of a rattle. So my second season, I took the decision, never went back. This is a 661 custom airbrush by my buddy Joel Murray. So with your head protected, you need to see where you'll be going, and I have these Spy Optics lenses. One for day, one for night. Definitely makes it easier. If there's too much sun, you can't really see the track features, this definitely helps. And if it's really dark, but you kind of want to take the white sheen off everything, the night vision goggles definitely give you a bit of an advantage. So you can race with the neck guard. I believe juniors have to. I can't remember the rule off the top of my head right now, but I don't, just because if I don't have to pay any more bills, I don't have to pay any more bills. But chest plate wise, hockey, run a full chest plate, couple elbow pads. And then for some of the tracks, you'll end up running a spine protector, but I don't use that. Motocross, all in one. Everything you need, spine protector, elbow pads, chest plate, all in one zip. Makes it a lot easier getting ready in a rush, and it's actually kind of comfy. It's not as restricting as some of the ice hockey gear, so I've actually really enjoyed running it. This will be my third season, I think, with it. Yeah, actually a lot cheaper than buying individual hockey gear too, so it was a steal. Nothing special for padded pants. I just run a standard hockey padded pant, mainly because I got them cheap and I know they work. But I do run underneath that a set of foam pads, kind of like a ski pad, hip pad sort of thing. I kind of use the hockey padded pants for the big impacts, and then the smaller padded pant just to absorb the sort of small bruising you'll get if you take any big falls. It has protected my tailbone many a times, so I think it's a bit of a combo that I can't not run. Obviously, there are people out there that run in just G-form pants, and I completely give them respect when they do that, because that is unreal. If you haven't that much confidence to know you're not going to fall, by all means, I kind of wish I was you. But yeah, so that's my back end taken care of. So gloves, next up, hockey equivalents. You can run in them. I've run in them before. They're a bit bulky. They're a bit hard to grab onto the gates when you get your hands in there. So a nice one I found some of the guys run, and actually I picked them up when I was in the States in my first season. NFL receiver gloves. They abide by the rules by having padding on the back of the hand, and also the best thing about these, they actually have a bit of padding right on your hand here, because every time you go down, you smack the meaty part of your hand, just, and every time you come up and you end up just having bruised hands from hitting the ice. This has actually stopped that from happening so many times. I actually do love them. And you also get a really good grip on the gates when you start. Knee pads, one of my favorite changes I've made with my gear since doing the sport. Standard hockey knee pad, they're all right and everything, but you get a bit of, not much flex in the knee there. So if you take a fall and you happen to go down, this comes up, your knees are nice and exposed. I've definitely injured a few of my knees doing that. So I run a double stack of pads again. There's a lot of pads, but the safer I feel, the more idiotic I'm gonna be on a track, so I'm kind of happy with it. A G-form, soft full leg inner. Underneath, motocross, elite, full flexion. Ice skates are honestly anything you want it to be, whatever you're comfortable in, just cannot be like a toe pick or a figure skate style skate. So whatever you have really. I have these, my old Trues, they are broken. I am waiting on some new ones to arrive, but so I'll be starting the season off in these. So we'll see how that goes. A nice little trick actually with your ice skates, cover up that little drain hole on the bottom, a little bit of tape over it, because as you're walking through the snow gets up into the bottom of your boot, and you end up getting wet socks halfway through the session. Really does suck if you got a wet boot and it's -20 outside and you're freezing. Second last most important thing are the compressive pants, thermals, everything to keep you warm on the track. I just have there's a pack of them there. It's just, I got core shorts from Body Science, compressive pants and shirts from Body Science. Throw on a set of thermals or two if it's really cold. And then yeah, onto the final layer. Final and most important layer, the one everyone's gonna see, the race gear. Jerseys, pants, socks. The composition's a bit different to what a normal ice hockey setup would be. They're a bit more elastic, so it holds your gear and is a bit more aerodynamic, but yeah, as long as it can take some good cuts, because some of the ice gets chewed up pretty quick. But yeah, outside of that, something to carry it in. This is the old bag. It is broken. Yeah, it broke last season, so unfortunately, I don't have another one to replace it with. So we're going with the standard suitcase. We'll see how that goes. That is everything you need to race Ice Cross for 2023. See you out there.